We the illest, we the illest. Everybody grab your drink. Don't spill it. We the illest, we the illest. Everybody grab your drink.
What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another day of the Society. We're at match day 2 and I'm again joined by my co-commentator Bateson87.
Hey guys.
And yesterday, Biscuit Face Gaming opened up a 3-point lead at the top of the table and MATCHDAY finally got off the points chart there with 3 points, a nice little 2-1 win himself as well. But today we've got 3 games. We've got Curtis Morton against Fangbanger, we've got Lasty against Finch, a game that I'm really looking forward to, and Zwebeck against Tom. Bateson, your thoughts on those 3 games?
Yeah, these games are very open, even though there's a lot of people pick the favourites already. I can see there being a lot of upsets, especially with people changing the formations and maybe even the teams going into these games.
That's very true. And the game of the day, Lasty against Finch. Lasty obviously coming off the back of a massive win in match day 1. Finch also picked up a 3-1 win. Probably off the games I've seen so far, these are the 2 most prominent FIFA players in the tournament. How do you think this game's going to go?
It'd be very tight. At first, I can see the first half being very touchy-feely, but if Finch gets an early goal, that could upset Lasty, as he got a lot of early goals in his first game. But Lasty has to continue, as he's the fans' favourite now, especially after thumping Curtis.
I've had a lot of tweets giving Lasty his props. A lot of people had written him off after the first episode where they were just backing their favourites. And it's an interesting series how a lot of personalities are really going to develop for their gameplay through this. Is there someone in the tournament that you think wasn't known for their FIFA abilities before, but even after just 1 or 2 games is starting to get a reputation for being a strong FIFA player?
Lucas, after his first game, Biscuit as well, as he's on 6 points, took 2 victories, even though they weren't the landslide which people expect. They're very close victories, but they were a well-earned 6 points. And also MATCHDAY as well, even though he lost his first game, picked up 3 points and come back from his loss in the first day.
He did indeed, and for me as well, like I think last year has given himself a massive reputation, but Lucas, he's making a massive name for himself in the community right now. He's gaining a lot of subs the last few days, and I think this tournament's doing really well for him, and long may it continue. But here we're going to get into game number 1 for today, which is going to be Curtis Morton against Fangbanger. Curtis had a horrendous start to the season, and Fangbanger picking up a point, so let's get into game number 1. So as the game kicks off, we have Fangbanger shooting from left to right in the white kit, and who else are we playing? Curtis Morton here on the right hand side, shooting right to left in the blue kit. Now, Fangs will be coming into this game with a lot of confidence. She picked up a point against Ryan on match day 1, and Curtis got an absolute beating. How do you see this game going?
Well, looking at Curtis's team as well, he's switched up from that mix and match team he did have in the first game. He's gone with a fail-safe Bundesliga team, which is looking very strong as well. Obviously, he's got Aubameyang and Lewandowski up front, so he got ripped to bits with that against Lasty. So today, he's definitely going to be going for the win to make up and try and get that goal difference back up.
He is one thing that I find interesting with Curtis' team, though. He's gone for Mkhitaryan at cam rather than Gundogan. Mkhitaryan's got pretty good pace, but I find Gundogan as an all-round better player. Do you think Gundogan as a CDM rather than a cam will be better for him, or would you prefer him as a cam yourself?
I usually play Gundogan as a CDM anyways, and I find him very solid, but in the times where Curtis might need that extra attacking player, he's going to drift up and get involved anyhow. But yeah, Mkhitaryan's a different choice than I would have gone for sure.
Yeah, I played him as a striker myself in a team, and he did do okay, but nothing beats the duo of Lewandowski and Aubameyang. However, Fang's playing 3 at the top, but we have got a chance here straight away. Aubameyang from Curtis here tries a chip through ball over across the middle of the goal, and is defended pretty well from Fang. She tried to let that one go out of play, but it was kept back in. But Guarin has the ball down the right-hand side. Searchy here on the ball. Barte's going to get a lucky break. Play it inside to Ibarbo. There's a lot of pace in this team as Fangs plays a blind through ball over the top, but the keeper almost makes an error. And one thing about Fang's team is regardless of the mistakes she makes, she's got so much pace that she will always be dangerous.
Yeah, well, she caught Ryan out a few times in their first game as well, and like we said, she didn't have as many chances as we expected, but the chances that she did have, she did take very well, especially with Ibarbo, Searchy and El Shaarawy as well. Very dangerous front three, and a lot of pace between them.
And after the first game, she would have seen the mistakes she's made, but she's got a chance here straight away with El Shaarawy down the left-hand side. Instead of crossing it, she decides to cut back in, allows the gamer can an opportunity to tackle, which he does, and he can hit her on the counter with this. He lets it run through the legs with Aubameyang, gets a lucky break on the ball with Mkhitaryan running away from it. He's got Lewandowski in the middle of the box, who's very, very powerful from heading positions. The ball comes in, it's a very nice clearance, but it falls back to Aubameyang once and twice, and the keeper really should be saving that, but Aubameyang scores in the 17th minute to make it 1-0. This could be curtains for Fangs.
Yeah, so early on as well, and yet again another defensive mistake. Passing the ball out has cost her. It'll be nice to see her when she does actually apply the booting the ball up the pitch. She might actually concede less goals.
One thing to note about that is, after we gave the advice in the first episode, is that this game was already played before she had seen that. So I think there'll be a change maybe from match day 3 from Fangbanger's style of play, maybe even team and formation as well, because the 4-3-3, although it was very prominent in FIFA 13, isn't an incredible formation this year. But we've got the gamer can down the left hand side again with Royce. He's got really lucky there, crosses it in. The header could have been won there in the middle of the box, but it's defended very well, but given straight back to Royce here on the left hand side. He plays it into Mkhitaryan, who lets it through to Luis Gustavo, takes a shot with his weak foot, saves, and the corner will come in for the gamer can from the left hand side from the goalkeeper's view there. It's going to come in. He's got the box filled with players as well. The header is there. It's 2-0, and this is going to be a very difficult game for Fangbanger to get back into.
Yeah, and Curtis is working his way to getting that goal difference back up as well. He's got a lot to prove this game, especially I would say he went in as one of the favourites as a strong FIFA player, but that got completely crushed when he got thumped by Lasty. But he's been absolutely solid this game. 2 decent chances and 2 goals, and he could easily have more.
He could easily have more, and those defensive errors from Fangs again. Corners you can't really blame anyone for. Corners are one of those things in FIFA that is just kind of a mixed match. Sometimes you'll score, sometimes you'll concede, and you can't really do anything about it. But Fangs has finally got the ball in the attacking third here with Searchy, and she just can't do anything with it. Gets an unlucky deflection off of him, and it goes out for the goal kick. And Curtis Morton, he did have -5 goal difference before this game. Will he be looking to really apply the pressure throughout the game and try and get that goal difference back?
Yeah, well, if he wants to compete to win the society, is definitely going to have to get rid of that goal difference, because as you can see with the people who did win on day 1 and some of the games on day 2, their average is creeping up, and with it only being 9 games, isn't it?
Yep.
That goal difference will come into play with a lot of players.
And Fangs has given a ball away on the edge of her box once again, but no attack is to be made from that. And El Shaarawy can break here. He needs to go inside with it. Tries a fake shot. Probably should have gone for the 1-2. And Ibarbo is not strong enough here to pick up the ball. Maybe a change Ibarbo for Balotelli to get that strength on the field. But she is still attacking with Hernandez out to Abate. She needs to just run the line with this and then cross it in. But she tries to go for a through ball to Searchy for absolutely no reason. The gamer can now break with Abate way too far up the field. Aubameyang here has the ball. He's got the chip through ball on down the right hand side. He decides to come short to Gustavo, and a brilliant sliding tackle there from Guarin sets Shaarawy through, and she's missed an open goal. The keeper is miles out. She could have chipped him, she could have rounded him. She panicked, rushed the shot, and is unable to get a goal back here.
Usually that type of shot would have gone in, especially with the keeper being rooted so far outside his area. I don't know what Curtis was doing bringing him out, but obviously that pressure did pay off, and she's missed.
She has missed, and Aubameyang here is offside. Abate and Chiellini, they're pushing up nicely. Fang's defence is very strong. She has got Abate, Ogbonna, Chiellini and Constant from AC Milan at left back, but they just seem to be all over the shop anytime Curtis is attacking. Yeah,
Jess is playing a lot of wing play, and when you playing that style, you're going to use the right back and left back as well. And as you can see, Abate is all over the place. And what I noticed when using Ogbonna this year is he pushes up a lot, and he's leaving a lot of gaps in this defence for Curtis to run into and get chances.
It's making for an entertaining game for us to watch at least, and Curtis here is pressing again, but Fangs can defend well enough, and instead of punting it, she tries passing it out of play again, and it's worked for her this time. Guarin plays the ball down the right to Searchy. She's got a massive ball on the left hand side which she sees, but it goes through to Guarin instead. The goalkeeper's going to get that no problem. It's in no man's land at this stage. Hernandez with a big header there, but the defender comes back in to intercept that no problem. Lewandowski here lays it off to Gustavo, who's been all over the pitch for the gamer can so far this game. Unfortunately, it's given away though. Gustavo again fighting for that ball back, and again, and he wins it. Marco Reus here though is tackled, and Abate can break away down the right hand side, but Fangs is playing aimless balls up to the top right now, expecting to hit something.
Yeah, if she's going to be doing that and aiming towards the striker, she's definitely going to have to get Balotelli on the pitch, because Ibarbo, even though his card stats do look very good, the strength is one of them which you need for that solo striker, and unfortunately he doesn't have it, so Balotelli will have to make an appearance if Jessie wants to do anything fantastic in this game.
And it doesn't look like it so far. She's had a few minor attacks, but nothing noteworthy. Apart from that one time the goalkeeper came out and she fluffed her lines. But as we go into half-time, Curtis will be feeling very confident with his 2-goal lead. He'll look to extend that, maybe even into the half-time whistle, looking for a third goal, as Gundogan here has the ball, but is defended very well from Mkhitaryan, dropping back into that defensive midfield role. Sorry, Hernandez, my bad. And El Shaarawy here can break down the left-hand side, but the Gamer Can is defending very well. And you think he would have come into this game with more of a defensive mind after the last game, how it played, or do you think he'll be looking at this game with an attacking outset to try and get the goals that he needs?
He's definitely on the attacking mind, because with the goals he's conceded, he had to make up for that, and he's changed the team as well to suit that. Because with the Bundesliga teams, you've got a very disciplined team. They don't drift out of position that often, and very strong. Like if you look at Jesse's attack there, he's got every man behind the ball already, and Jesse's just running towards him, and he's just pinging it out everywhere.
He is, and he's got a great chance here with Marco Reus. He had a few chances before whilst we were talking there. Could have put the lead to 3-0, but a little bit more composure from Curtis. Could see him 3 or 4 goals here, but he goes into the half 2-0 up. Goals from Aubameyang and Hummels, the header from the corner in a 22nd minute, and he takes a 2-0 lead at half time. Now Fangs is no stranger to conceding goals, but as we saw against Ryan, she did score 2. Is there any way back in this game for her?
If she gets an early goal in the second half, then maybe the game could change, but she hasn't looked anywhere near what she looked against Ryan. But then again, Curtis is a very different opponent to how Ryan plays.
You see those stats there. The possession stats are very, very even, but Curtis with 8 shots and 7 on target to Fang's 2 shots and none on target. She's going to need to change that in the second half. I would personally go for a change of formation, because this just isn't working out well for her. The 3-5-2 is overcrowding the midfield in the 4-3-3 with 5 against 3, and that's causing a lot of the issues. And the fact that Abate and Constant are having to push so far up the field, it's leaving her defence wide open any time Curtis wants to attack. And Fangbanger here has gone to attacking herself, which again is going to leave her defence even more exposed on the counter-attack, but maybe she can get a goal back straight away. Abarbo here has got an opportunity, but it's defended really, really well from Curtis. Bit scrappy still, and Guarin here has the ball. She could have had a shot. She passed it to Hernandez, who shoots, and the Gamer Can saves well.
Yeah, it's very panicky attacking from Jessie. There was a few opportunities to shoot then and would have had a better chance than the one she went for. With the 3-5-2 formation which Curtis is using, and the formation which Jessie is using, the 4-3-3 actually does counter the 3-5-2 very well, because it's only got 3 centre backs and it hasn't got any right back or left back, and that's what Jessie needs to start pushing, maybe switching the ball from left to right and getting more chances, because at the moment she's just aimlessly passing the ball out and then letting Curtis get the possession back ASAP.
And she's just given it away there again. A throw into Curtis Morton. 53 minutes in now. The ball is here with Luis Gustavo. Mkhitaryan takes over in the middle of the park, plays it back to Boateng in defence, who's made a run forwards, and Felipe Santana is also coming forwards. A big chance for Jessie here if she steals the ball. She does, but is unlucky with the break, and it falls straight back to Gundogan here, who's got a bit of space in the midfield. He tries a chip through ball, but comes out without the ball, and the ball is played through to Ibarbo here, and again the wrong ball from Fangbanger, but she has got really lucky here. Ibarbo has the ball. She could have chipped the keeper again, and the keeper comes out and saves really, really well. Fang's attack is very, very poor at this stage, and Guarin here tries to thread the ball through. Fangs just doesn't see the open men most of the time.
No, because she got the ball back without expecting it, she panicked, and if you're going to be scoring chances and getting into games, you need to be putting them away. Like, she's probably panicking. Yeah, she panicked there, but she should finish that. She hasn't. Wow. She's
hit the post there, and the Gamer Can gets really, really lucky with the rebound falling to him. 9 times out of 10 that will fall back to the striker, but it falls to the defender. The corner comes in from Hernandez. The header is there. It's defended well. Ogbonna is up again, and Chiellini now with both centre-backs pushed high up. Aubameyang has got the field to run into. It's a 3-on-3 attack here with the counter from the corner. He's got Gundogan there in space. Lewandowski and oh, that's a nice finish. I thought he was going to go for the cutback with Lewandowski. He decided to take the shot with his weak foot, and 3-0 now with the pink ball there. That is game over.
Yeah, definitely. Jessie's got no chance. Maybe if she had put the earlier chances away and brought it back maybe to 2-1, Curtis will have been thinking different about the way he attacked, but he was very confident, and he never went for the tramp as well, so obviously has got a lot of faith in Lewandowski to put them type of shots away.
Lewandowski has got an insane weak foot. The 4-star weak foot is very, very good, and the 4-star skill moves as well. And you can see Curtis is having a bit of fun with this now, trying a few skill moves there with Kuba, and it falls through to Kuba as well. Fangs defends well. She tries to pass it out again, eventually clears it, and it falls kindly for El Shaarawy, but he can't take the ball on very well. Curtis here giving the ball away though. Fangs has got a chance to counter, but it's defended again very well, and this is a really scrappy period of play. You can just feel a goal coming from a period of play like this though. McTarian here with the ball 30 yards out from goal. He tries to dribble through, maybe a bit too greedy there, and Hernandez can clear the ball, but she tries a chip through ball that luckily comes through to El Shaarawy. Ibarbo has got the pace to beat Gustavo in defence. Can he finish the chance off? She shoots straight down a keeper's throat, and again panicking in front of goal.
Yeah, she's looking for the near post OP, but unfortunately that type of shot has disappeared this game for sure. She needed maybe to put a finesse on it round the keeper, and maybe she would have pulled it back to 3-1. But after looking at Jessie's attack, every time she punts the ball up, she's always 3 players against Curtis's 3 centre-backs. It's just being composed, getting the first ball, and then maybe she'll get a few more chances. But Curtis is absolutely ripping it up in defence and attack at the moment.
He is defending very well, and maybe that's why he came into this game so confident with a change of team and a change of formation. This is probably a better suited team to him and his style of play. The cross comes in there as well, falls to Royce on the edge of the area with the sideways bicycle kick, but Constant can defend that no problem. And Fangs starts punting the ball clear now, trying the over the top chip through balls, but they're just simply not working. And the throw in is going to come in here from Curtis, and he can just relax for the last 15 minutes now, see this game out, and get his first 3 points on the board for this league.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, because 2 quick-fire goals could send him into panic stations, and Ibarbo's causing a lot of trouble actually. He's outpacing the 2 centre-backs which he's got. It's just a shame he hasn't got the strength or the technical mind as the likes of Balotelli to do anything with it.
And that's an incredible goal kick as well, all the way up the field. Has gone out for a goal kick down the other way, but a few times I've seen those lock on to the player, and that might be a tactic that Jessie might want to employ herself, just punting it up the field as quick as possible and as long as possible, and hope that her fast players can get on the end of that. But that's going to be an offside from Aubameyang there in the team. And Jessie will be able to finally get a bit of possession of the ball, maybe put this into the box even from here, and see if she can get a goal back, because goal difference is going to be important towards the end of this season, especially if you're down in the bottom positions and you don't want to come last and you're tied on points with one of the other guys and it comes down to goal difference. Fangs will be desperately looking to get another goal, or a goal back in this game, maybe 2 if she pulls 1.
Yeah, she could even try and go for the try and get the win, but then again, if she does go for the win, she's going to leave a lot of holes like she's doing there, because Curtis on the counter attack, he's just leaving so many options, and that's definitely 4. Yep.
And that is a 4th goal there. McTarian there dribbling past the defender. A nice little Ronaldo chop inside, the finesse shot into the far corner, and Fangs is taking a beating, and Curtis has all but eradicated his goal difference now. He's just -1, and he'll be relieved to be getting a 4-0 win here.
Yeah, even though he's took a loss on the first game, if he continues with this run and dominance and also confidence with this team, who knows, he could go up and upset a few more people, even the fan favourites.
Even the fan favourites, but Biscuit Face Gaming will be still happy that probably happier that Curtis picks up the win here. He might get a 5th goal here as well. Aubameyang is through. He just puts it wide there with Aubameyang. I was sure that was going to go in, but I don't know if that was a great save or a bad miss. It turns out to be a bad miss, but Biscuit Face will be happy that Fangs didn't get the win here, because that would have put her on 4 points, and he wants to keep as much distance between himself and everyone else below him throughout these next few games.
Yeah, I think Biscuit's going to be looking more towards the other 2 games rather than this one, because this is a battle of the bottom of the table at the moment, but who knows how it's going to look within the next couple of days.
And there was an offside there from Curtis Morton. Fangs gets a chance to punt it up the field, but she just hasn't had enough in the attack this game. And as we come through to the last few minutes of the game, massive win for Curtis here. He's looking for a 5th goal as well to get that goal difference back to even. That might be a foul there. The referee has let that play on, and Gundogan tries to step inside, but Chiellini defends very, very well there. And he's got another chance here. Aubameyang, Gundogan picks up the ball. McTarian here trying to get back in defence, but Hernandez picking up the ball, plays a really good ball to El Shaarawy on the left hand side. She's got a chance to cross it in, but she decides to cut inside with El Shaarawy. Took way too much time on the ball yet again and came away with absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Jessie's definitely overthinking in the attacking mind, because there was too many opportunities for her to pass the ball inside, but she decided to go for a bit of individual glory and failed.
She got
that red.
A very, very bad tackle there. Gets away with a yellow. Constant could have been sent off there. Fangs obviously very frustrated at this stage, looking to not get a 5-0 defeat. Took the man down, and it's going to be a free kick, which will be the last attack of the game. Oh, that was a bad tackle. Can Curtis Morton pick up a 5th goal from the free kick, from the set piece? Is he going to have a shot with Royce, or is he going to chip it into that far post? It looks like he's going to have the shot, which he does. The keeper saves, parries it out for the corner. I'm not sure if there'll be enough time for the corner to be taken, but Curtis will be definitely looking to pick up a 5th goal with this team and get his goal difference back to level. Let's see how the corner comes in. He's got the box overloaded with players. The ball does come in. There's an the referee has blown for full time as the corner comes in, and Curtis picks up a massive 4-0 win.
Yeah, absolutely perfect reply to what happened to him in day one, and he's only minus goal difference of 1, and 3 points on the board as well, so it mixes it up at the table very nicely for the next 2 games.
It does. Everyone's starting to pick up some points now in this league. Everyone's dropping points as well. There's still a few guys here at the moment on 0 points, but they are yet to play games. So let's go and see how those guys get on and go into game number 2. Into game number 2 we go, and Lasty has got his weird camera angle on again, but this is Clash of the Titans. Lasty coming in with a massive 5-1 win, going straight away with high pressure there as well, and Finch coming in with a 3-1 win. Lasty in the red kit there, Finch in the white kit, and Lasty starts off really well with a chip through ball to Aubameyang, but both teams employing the 3-5-2 formation this time, Bates. And how do you see this game going?
I can see it being quite sloppy in the midfield, and the only reason I say that is because the 5 midfielders for each team, there'll be not much space to break down, but with the 2 attackers on the 3 defenders, who knows, it could be a lot of goals, and both of them have gone for different styles of attacking as well.
They have, and Lasty's gone with the ever-present 3-5-2, probably the most powerful team in FIFA this year, the Bundesliga 3-5-2, but his bench is not to be sniffed at. He's got Neymar, Ibrahimovic, Silva and Navas, to name just a few on the bench. We haven't seen much by way of substitutions in this tournament so far. The only time I remember a substitution was when Tom brought on Ibrahimovic, and it kind of changed the game for him. Do you see subs being an impact in this tournament, or are people so content with their first team that they'd rather just stick with those guys?
I think unless the stamina becomes an issue, I can't see anyone making changes. I've played Finch numerous amount of times this year, and he's never made any changes even.
He's going to have a chance here though. Lucas straight through, and he scores a goal very early on after just 10 minutes. A beautiful back heel through the defence. Lucas, with all the pace in the world, runs through. He drills it past the keeper. It hits the post and goes in. An incredible start there from Finch.
Yeah, and probably the worst start possible from Lasty. He's going on to get his goal difference up, but Finch could definitely start picking away them goals if he continues playing like this.
And a win here for Finch will see him sat top of the table as well, because Biscuit Face Gaming, currently top, only has a +2 goal difference. So any kind of win here for Finch will see him rise to the top, and Lasty's going to have to work hard to turn this around, because once Finch takes a lead, he rarely lets it go.
Yeah, and even when he goes on the losing foot, he's still strong enough to bring it back, like we saw against Beach.
He's through here again. Sorry there, Bateson, but the keeper does very well there.
Yeah, he's absolutely going to rip it up through the middle for some reason. Lasty just seems not confident in his defence, and Finch obviously trusts them high through ball 1-2s, but both of them play similar styles with the 1-2 over the tops. That's how Lasty got so many goals against Curtis last game.
Very true. And Royce here has the ball there for Lasty. Some nice step overs to a hill-to-hill flick. He steps inside there and fouled there from Vidal, but the referee thinks nothing of it. Balotelli threads the ball through there to Ibarbo, who hasn't quite got the pace to pick up the ball, and Boateng can come away with it. Aubameyang dropping really deep to pick up the ball. Royce playing in that cam spot as well. This team is all over the shop at the moment. Gundogan chips it through to Lewandowski, but it's cleared very well from Finch, and he can hit Lasty on the counter-attack here. Freddie Guarin with the ball in the middle of the field. He loses out though, and this is basically just going to be a game full of counter-attack after counter-attack.
Yeah, if you look at how crowded the midfield is now, it's just ping-pong passing, and whoever comes out best is going to get the goal, really, because as you saw with Finch's first goal, once you're through because there's no one to come back and cover.
And speaking of that, here is Lewandowski trying to get through on goal there, but Finch defends really well. Lucas picks up the ball, plays it to El Shaarawy on the left-hand side here. Intercepted, but finds its way to Balotelli anyway, who tries a cheeky little chip through ball, but Hummels there is too strong. The ball finally breaks back through to Lasty here, but he's given it away cheaply many times, and Pogba here with a chip through ball all the way across the field. Ibarbo's going to pick that one up. There's no one in the box here for Finch, but a tackle there on Ibarbo will leave Finch with the throw, and he can throw the ball in here and have a dangerous cross from that right-hand side if he gets the throw-in right, and throw-ins are always tricky in this game, especially deep in the opposition's half. But Lasty has been giving the ball away needlessly so far this game, Bateson.
Yeah, and he's thumping the ball forward quite aimlessly as well. He's yet to have a proper shot anyway, but Finch's defence looks really solid, very disciplined, and there's not many gaps for Lasty to get in apart from there.
He does have a shot there with Luis Gustavo, but he doesn't have the most powerful of left feet in the game, especially from an angle where he's falling over as well. And Finch here is running away with El Shaarawy, and he's through again with Lucas. He's got a lot of time and a lot of space. He shoots, but the keeper saves it, parries it wide there. Neuer making a big save. Maybe he could have had another touch there, or maybe even crossed the ball, because he's got two men in the box. He decides to come inside. He's got a corner now. He's got four men in the box from the corner. Guarín whips it in. The keeper comes for it and manages just to get a fist on it. But 30 minutes in here, and all I can see from this game is Finch picking up more goals.
Yeah, definitely. If he keeps switching from left to right, he's going to take out Lassie's defence like there's no tomorrow. And he has done on one occasion already and walked away with a 1 goal. The second time he did have a bit more time to attack, but he rushed it and the keeper saved.
And here he is again on the attack. Guarín to Balotelli, back to Ibarbo. He's got Lucas down the right-hand side with so much pace. And the fact that he's got two wingers with so much pace against three solid centre-backs, he's going to have a lot of opportunities to cross the ball, but we're yet to see that. This has been a midfield battle right in the centre of the park as well. But if either person decides to start using the wings, they'll find themselves generating a lot more opportunities. As I say that, the ball is passed out of play down the wing. Finch throws it back in, but gives it away to Gundogan here. It comes out to Royce and Schweinsteiger into Aubameyang, who plays it back out on the wing to Royce. He's got a chip through ball there to Gundogan, but it's too much on the ball, and it goes out of play. Lasty's got a lot of work on his hands here if he wants to get back into this game. Yeah,
in the last game Lasty did play, he was dominating the wing with using Robben. He was having so much success with that. But this game, he seems to be going down the side of Royce, even though it's still a good choice to go with. But I just don't understand why he's decided to switch wings this game and play a different style of football.
And Finch here is finding a bit of space again. Guarín here has the ball, chips it through to Balotelli on the ball. What a save from the keeper. Finch is starting to have a bit of fun out there now with his play. He put a massive cross-field ball across just a few minutes earlier. Balotelli maybe would have been better off serving with the chip there, but the corner comes in from Guarín. The goalkeeper comes out again. It goes to the far post. Finch with the header. Ibarbo with the goal. Pulling the keeper out was the biggest mistake, and that was very clever from Finch. He saw the keeper come out on the first corner where he put it into the 6-yard box. On the second corner there, you see him put a bit extra power on it. It goes over the keeper's head to the far post, and he gets away with a goal.
Yeah, that's one of the risks you do take on corners, because as we know, they're very 50-50. They could go either way anyway. But you are reducing the chances of the opponent scoring, but you could get an instant reply there, but he hasn't. When you bring the keeper out on the first corner, never bring him out the second, because the opponent will remember that, like Finch has just done, and he's got a goal from it.
And we've got Lasty here trying to get back into the game with the KSI chip through ball from kickoff, but Finch is through here again. Balotelli has got the strength and the pace on Boateng, but it's defended very well from Lasty. We've got 4 minutes of injury time, and Finch will be very happy with his first half here, going in with a 2-goal lead, unless Lasty can do something about it. But Caceres there has the ball. He gives it away to Lewandowski on the edge of the box, who crosses it in. Aubameyang with the shot. He misses by a country mile. He would have been better off just shooting into that far corner there.
Yeah, or even playing it along the floor. He did have opportunity to play it along the floor there, but he went for the double tap cross and failed. He could have done with that first goal on his score sheet, maybe to give a different game second half. But unfortunately, Finch is dominating all over the pitch in both attack and defence at the moment.
Finch is looking very, very strong, and we're going to be coming up to half-time here, but Lucas has got another chance. He's breaking down the right-hand side. We've got a 3-on-4 in the box here. What can he do with this? He's kind of pulled back a bit, but he's going to get the ball anyway. A diving header there from Ibarbo is not taken very well at all, and Vidal can take the ball away. We've got Lewandowski here on the ball. He's chipped it through to Aubameyang, but it's not going to matter. We're going 2-0 up to Finch at half-time, and last year's going to have to make some massive gameplay changes to get back into this one.
Yeah, or maybe even bring on Ibrahimovic and don't give a toss about chemistry, because he needs someone to start holding that ball up to split the play like Finch seems to be doing. He seems to be holding up and then passing it to the final man. But last is a shadow of himself compared to his last game. Definitely, it looks like he's going to be conceding a few more as well.
And it's been a very even game in terms of the stats. 51% possession to Lasty to 49% for Finch there. 4 shots and 2 on target for Lasty and 4 and 3 on target for Finch. And there was only the one chance for Lasty that I really remember as a great chance, was where right on the end of the half there, he broke through with Lewandowski. He could have had a shot on goal. He decided to chip it across and it failed for him. But if he does play like this in the second half but can kind of manage Finch's attacks a little bit better, maybe he can get himself back into this game.
Yeah, well, we all know Lasty can score looking at the last game he did play, so I'm not ruling him out yet, but then again, Finch is solid in defence, and when he's got a lead he can hold it for a long time, like we saw against Peach.
Yeah, he can hold it for a very long time, and Finch, after playing him many times myself, I know how strong he is in defence, and I know how ruthless he is in attack as well. He doesn't care how many goals he is currently up. He will always try and go on and get more goals, and he's one of the most interesting players that I've seen as he chips the ball through here to Ibarbo, who's not going to get it. Finch always plays on balanced. He never goes attacking or defensive. He always plays on balanced, and it seems to work well for him.
Yeah, as we did see at the start of the game, Lasty changed his to pressing, I think. Or was it high pressure or
high pressure? He went for. Pogba has got a chance here. He crosses it. That's a great tackle out. And Balotelli there with a shot. It breaks again to Ibarbo. But yeah, he changed it to high pressure.
Yeah, and it seems to be pulling players around a lot different than it was in the first game. And maybe them gaps need to just put it back to normal and play as it normally would.
Yeah, I didn't see him make any tactical changes like that in his 5-1 win, so for the fact that he started off doing that in this game was quite interesting. And he's given the ball away to Finch here again, who's given it straight back in the middle of the park. Robin here on the right hand side plays it through to Lewandowski, who does a stop and turn, tries to step inside, but Finch defending very, very well. He's going to call his keeper out to that one, and he could make a mistake here if he's not careful. He punts the ball up the field and wins a header, so very, very good there. And as this game progresses on and we get an offside there, Finch is going to be in all sorts of good shape. The further this goes at 2-0, the more confident Finch will be, but he's given the ball away to Lewandowski, gets really, really lucky with getting the rebound there, and he's got some space on the left hand side here. And what Finch does well is see those balls early, very, very early.
Yeah, and it's paying off for him as well. Like, he saw for his first goal that Lucas was overlapping, and he megged him, put the ball through his legs, and he was on goal. But Lasty's camera angle's a lot different to most as well. You can't really see what's going on, really, so Finch should be seeing a different field of play compared to what Lasty's seeing. He sees more of the attack than he does the defence, and maybe that costs him. That's a bit of a weird decision, but I think that could cost him a camera angle.
It potentially could, but Lewandowski here with a stop and turn inside, defended really, really well there from Finch, and he tries a quick 1-2 in the middle of the field but gives it away. It's punted towards a goal from Gundogan. It deflects off the defender for a corner, and this could be Lasty's chance to get back into the game. He whips a corner in. There is Lewandowski with the header. It's a goal. Lewandowski in the 61st minute. Lasty will breathe a sigh of relief. He's finally got a leg back in this game, and can he turn this around, and is Finch going to drop some valuable points here?
Well, Finch could if corners are a massive impact, because that's how Lasty did get a lot of goals against Curtis on set pieces. So maybe he needs to start taking pop shots, getting corners, and doing it that way. It may be dirty, but if it's going to win him games, he might have to do it.
It was a very fortunate corner in the first place, just a wild shot. But here's Finch on the right hand side with a break here. He's got Guarin to chip it in. There's the bicycle kick, and what a goal from Ibarbo. That was a beautiful overhead kick, the second in 2 days, and Finch will be absolutely elated, going 2-1, back to 2-1. just 2 minutes ago. He comes down that right-hand side. He's in acres of space with a spare man as well. He chips it into the box. One man in the box with 3 defenders around him, but he finds the overhead kick, and that's game.
Yeah, and he's absolutely abusing the fact he's got Ibaba in the team. He's definitely this year's S-Wine type player, I think. Very strong for his rating as well. He's quite a low-rated player, but overused. And he complements Balotelli very well. We haven't really seen much of Balotelli from Finch this time round.
We haven't. We've got another chance here, and that's a great shot. And he's going to get the rebound with Aubameyang, and it's gone in. And who is that in goal? Sirigu there doing nothing to stop that from going in the back of the net, standing and watching it, almost falling over as it goes into the net. And this has been a very, very eventful 5 minutes. Lasty scoring a couple of goals, 61 and 66, and Finch getting a goal in the 63rd minute. And Finch might be a little bit worried now, conceding so many goals in quick succession.
Yeah, well, you can see with the celebration. Oh no, he's through again. Ooh, is it in? No.
That's a great clearance.
Yeah, Finch, as you could tell with the celebration he did on his third goal, he probably thought that was game and didn't expect an instant reply from Lasty. But Lasty's showing that he only needs a few chances to get goals, and that's what you need in this game. And he's starting to use Robin as well.
He is starting to use Robin. He's starting to get that right-hand side into play, and Robin here has the ball, plays it all the way through to Gundogan, who picks it up. He's got the chip through ball onto the left-hand side. He gets that. It's tackled very well, but Royce picks it back up again. He does a heel-to-heel chop, comes away with the ball down the right-hand side with Gustavo, who's left-footed, so he won't be wanting to cross it from there. He plays it back into Gundogan, who does a Ronaldo chop. He does a finesse shot. That is a great shot and a great save as well. And here's a corner here for Lasty, and he will be pumped right now.
Yeah, and with his set pieces so far in this game of 1 corner, 1 goal, who knows, he could bring it back here.
He whips it in with Robin. There is Lewandowski, and then Aubameyang. That's maybe a foul pushed in the back, but the ref has nothing of it. And Finch has got an opportunity to break here, but he just gives it straight away to Lewandowski, who shoots. The keeper saves, and another chance here. What I noted in the last corner, though, is that Lasty is playing defensive or ultra defensive. He's only got 2 men in the box. With all these chances he's having, he needs to overload that box to get these headers, and he whips that one in. There is the header. There's the goal. It's 3-3. Lewandowski scores. Ignore what I was saying about having to overload that box. He's pulled it back to 3-3. I did not see this coming.
Yeah, and I did say how dangerous he has been from set pieces, and Finch maybe should be bringing the keeper out there because the ball is quite close to his 6-yard area, and the keeper could pick it up every time. But that's 2 easy goals from Lasty, and maybe 2 which Finch could have defended a bit better from the corners.
And this again will be a result Biscuit Face Gaming will be licking his lips at. A draw here will be brilliant for him, for these two guys. But Gustavo here has the ball for Lasty. He plays it down the left to Aubameyang, who chips it through, but Finch intercepts well. Balotelli picks up the ball. He gives it away again, and Finch is losing his composure a little bit in the midfield. He's giving away far too many balls. Lewandowski here has the ball, goes through to Gundogan, who does a fake shot. He's going to get the ball back, but is tackled very well again, and Finch can break free. Balotelli here has got options both left and right, and he's going to play that ball down the right-hand side to Lucas, who's got so much pace and is through on goal. Can he score? Can he get the 4th goal? He shoots straight at the keeper. Balotelli with the follow-up is saved again, and Aubameyang there picks up the ball on the halfway line. Robin now, and the break is on for Lasty. He's got men left and right. He goes for the ball on the right-hand side. Lewandowski here in acres of space. He's got no one in the box, so does a stop and turn for himself. He finds a little bit of space inside, but Finch tackles really, really well. And this game is end-to-end at the moment.
Yeah, both of them want the win. You can see that neither of them are content for a draw. And Lasty has it's like he wasn't his normal self in the first half, but now he's definitely returning to the style of play which he was playing against Curtis.
And he's found himself through on goal again. Lewandowski here, he's got a man in the box. He's got Robin there, but he goes for the finesse shot. Maybe a bit dreamy there with the goalkeeper well positioned, but he's got a corner here. He's got 3 men in the box now. Robin whips it in. Lewandowski is there, but it's defended well, and Gundogan is going to lose out on the ball there. We've got El Shaarawy here picking up the ball. He's got a break on here if he sees the run. He's got Balotelli on the left-hand side, and he finds him as well. Balotelli goes down the left-hand side. Maybe a foul there from Hummels, maybe just some good defending, but the ball is cleared away again. And we've got another break here in the 87th minute now for Lasty. Aubameyang with some nice play there. Lasty's got a lot of men breaking forward. He's got a through ball there. He was onside there for Aubameyang, but he decided not to play it through. Lewandowski here picks up the ball and he gives it away needlessly in midfield, but he finds the ball back again with Finch giving the ball away himself. Lets it run through the legs there for Lewandowski, who chips it through, and that's going to find its way out of play, and this is probably now going to see itself out as a 3-3 draw.
Yeah, and neither of them will be happy with it. Well, Lasty will be more happy with the draw than most because he was in a losing position more times than he probably expected to be. But it's nice to see Lasty holding himself against a strong player, but Finch will be kicking himself. He had a 3-1 lead, and he completely blew it with set pieces. But not taking anything away from last year, he has played absolutely insane in this second half.
He did have a very, very strong second half. Lewandowski with a 2 and Aubameyang with 1 there. Ibarbo with 2 for Finch, and Lucas picking up a goal. But that was a very intense sort of 15 minutes of football there. 4 goals in the space of 15 minutes, and Lasty will be delighted to pick up a 3-3 draw, get another point on the board. Biscuit Face Gaming is laughing his socks off right now.
He doesn't come after me as a laughing type of person, but he'll be doing something to celebrate. Let's see how the next game goes with that result.
So into the third and final game we go. We have got Capgun Tom against Zweibek, or Ryan Zweibek, my apologies. We've got Zweibek with a 3-5-2 formation. He's got Aubameyang, Lewandowski, Boateng, Dante, your typical Bundesliga team. Tom's got a very interesting team. He's playing a 4-2-2-2. He's got Ibrahimovic and Aguero up front. He's got Menez, Mata, Matuidi and Torre in midfield as he goes on attack here very early on with Ibrahimovic. He actually gets the ball there, shoots and scores very early on in the game. I was going to say, is the 3-5-2 going to be too powerful against something like a 4-2-2-2, but it just doesn't seem the case.
No, and in Ryan's last game, he did show that he can concede goals against the average FIFA player, say Jesse. And with the likes of Aguero and Ibrahimovic up front, I can see Ryan being caused a lot of trouble, because even Tom started coming into the game. Even though he lost his first game, he did come into it second half, and that was after the change he made with Ibrahimovic.
That is very true. He had a very, very strong second half, and maybe could have even closed the gap in goals a couple more from a few penalties that he should have had. And he's attacking here again down the left-hand side. He's got a lot of pace in this attacking lineup with Menez and Aguero there, and Juan Mata being his other cam. Not so pacey, but maybe the sort of player that will just sit in the gap between the two lines of attack and sort of cause trouble. But so far, almost 10 minutes into the game, Zweibek's barely had a touch of the ball, and Tom is breaking through here again. He plays a nice little 1-2 there, but Zweibek finally managed to get his foot on the ball, and it's going to go out for a little goal kick there for Ryan, and he will be happy with the rest.
Yeah, definitely. Ryan, he started off really slowly. He doesn't look very confident. Even the game against Jesse, he didn't look that composed, messing around with the ball on the wide areas. But Tom will definitely take advantage of that, because Tom's got a point to prove. Because I don't think he deserved to go down to Lucas. He played, wasn't it?
It was.
He definitely didn't.
He was through there with Torre, but yeah, Lucas took a massive victory against him. Probably an unjustified deficit as well. And Tom's a very, let's say, not a sore loser, but he likes to win. So he'll be looking to come into this game and absolutely demolish Zweibek.
Well, if Tom likes to win, he needs to stop playing me, because he hasn't beat me yet so far. But yeah, Tom's definitely going to have to get the goal difference disappeared. He's in the same position as Curtis was as well, with a high goal difference. I think both of them were rock bottom before these games were played.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see if Tom can bring it back and do exactly the same as Curtis did.
But Ryan has got a chance here with Schweinsteiger. The keeper picks it up very, very easily. Ryan, when he takes his time on the ball like he just did there, Tom doesn't know what to do to defend that, but he has got a break on here again. Matuidi here coming up way too far up the field for my liking. He's got a chance to play it through to Ibrahimovic, who is just bullied off the ball there by Gundogan, and Boateng cleans up, passing it out wide to Shaqiri. Shaqiri there, not the choice I would use. I would go for Blashakovsky myself. I probably butchered that name. But what do you make of the choice with Shaqiri instead of Kuba?
Well, I think with Ryan recently doing a lot of pink slips and wager matches and losing them, he's probably not got enough money to buy Kuba into his team. But Shaqiri is good. He was solid last year. I've not used him this year, but I think he's got similar pace, and I think has he got 4-star skills?
He does have 4-star skills, yeah. And we got a pretty slow game this one, not really so many chances so far, and I think both guys here trying to take their time on this and not let this game get out of hand in terms of goals. There's been so many goals in all the games so far, and Tom getting a 1-0 goal, well, a 1-0 lead so early on, he'll be happy that the pace of the game is so slow.
Yeah, and we're also playing in rain as well, which does have a massive effect on the style of play which both Ryan and Tom do play. Because you see, Tom does do the high through ball a lot, but when it's in rain conditions, the ball does bounce ahead more often than not.
And Tom's got a lucky corner here with a deflection off the defender. He's changed the corner taker, he whips it in, and Ibrahimovic is there at the far post. He wins the header, but Dante is going to clean up nicely there. And Aubameyang can break through. He passes it back through to Royce, into Lewandowski, a deadly trio up front. Lewandowski's got a bit of space to pass the ball, but he's passed it directly out of play. Royce is never going to get hold of that. And as we come towards the sort of 30-minute mark of this game, there just hasn't really been that many chances. And the way this game is going, I can't see many being created, but Tom is being the kind of the dominant attacker as he breaks down the right-hand side here. Juan Mata picks up the ball. Tom's going to have a free kick here, and from this position, although he decides to take the short corner, he's got so much height in terms of Ibrahimovic, and he's got Aguero, who's a big header of the ball. You would expect him to flip those sort of balls into the box.
Yeah, currently Tom's playing high through balls through to a great good trumpet there.
Oh, he's scored a lovely goal there. Jeremy Menez, playing as a cam, a natural striker, scores in the 33rd minute. Nice little bit of skill from Tom on the edge of the box. He does get a lucky break for it to go through to Menez there. Breaks off the defender's foot, falls straight to him. Could have tramped it, went for the finesse shot. He takes a 2-goal lead, and there is no coming back for Ryan from this.
No, Ryan's done absolutely nothing this game really, apart from being quite sloppy in the one chance he did have. Maybe he's overthinking what he wants to do, but sometimes, especially with the team he's got, just hit the ball up the field and hope for the best, because with the likes of Aubameyang, he'll be there causing trouble to Tom's defenders. But Tom also needs to start swapping who he's doing the high through balls to, because he's doing the high through balls to the small fast players when you really need to be doing them to the big players who can pick up the ball and hold it up for a little bit.
Yeah, that's very true, but what Tom's doing really well, what he's not known for but is actually very good at, is skill moves, and Ryan doesn't know how to deal with his skill moves at the moment.
No, and everyone who is doing skill moves, like Matt Denton as well, the self-proclaimed #1 Welsh FIFA skiller, they were causing
we've got a goal there from Aubameyang from Zweibek. He'll be happy to get back in the game, his first real attack, and he scores from it. Tom will be livid.
Yeah, and it all came down to the change of player as well. If you look, when Tom tried to change his player, he just stood there and let him run past. And when you want to try and catch him, you've got no chance when it's Aubameyang.
So Zweibek finds a way back into the game. 40 minutes in now. I didn't expect to see 3 goals in this game after the first 30 minutes, but happy to see them. And Tom is carving Zweibek open a lot there, especially down the right-hand side. His 2 cams, Mata and Menez, are finding a lot of space, and here's Aguero again down the right-hand side. He's got Ibra in the middle of the box, and he's got a man on the far-hand side of the box as well. He tries a Ronaldo chop inside, but Felipe Santana defends really well. Gundogan can pick up the ball and come away with it. Mkhitaryan has the ball now, plays it into Aubameyang, but it's defended very well for Tom, and Tom will look to get into the half-time whistle now just with a lead, really.
Yeah, and Tom could definitely come out in the second half, start playing around with them skill moves, because he's had a lot of opportunities from them, even though they were quite lucky. Took a McGeady spin with Ibra and went for a shot, bounced straight to a path of an attacker and scored. But Zweibek doesn't really know how to defend against skills, and Tom definitely does need to start abusing that. And
he picks up the ball here with Aguero, does a step over and feints inside, but it's defended really well. Mkhitaryan here has the ball coming towards the half-time whistle. Lewandowski is put through by Aubameyang, and he's going to have a shot here on his weak foot. He goes through with his strong foot, and that's a great save there. He probably should have shot a bit earlier. I'm seeing people hold on to the ball way too much in the attacking positions here.
I think with that, it was the fact that it was held onto, and it would have stopped Ryan getting into full stride and do what he normally does. But that was nice pressure by Tom, and has definitely saved him conceding another goal.
I thought that was a corner myself as well. I was pretty positive there the keeper saved it, but the ref decides to give a goal kick, and Tom can come away here with Mika Richards down the right hand side, plays it into MATCHDAY here, who plays it through to Ibrahimovic. I would have gone for the inside 1-2 there, but he went out wide, and Menez finds himself in a bit of space. He plays it through to Ibra. He's probably going to go for a scoop turn here. He does indeed, into a McGeady spin. He bundles through the attack, and the referee gives a free kick for absolutely nothing, but Ryan will be delighted with that.
Yeah, because he just got completely embarrassed. And yeah, Tom definitely needs to keep doing that, because it's frustrating Ryan, and it's carving out a few chances for him as well.
Yes, it is. And Ibrahimovic there scoring on 3, and Menez on 33, and we've had 3 goals, and Aubameyang scored in the 38th minute, and this could go, I'm going to say it could go either way, because whilst Ryan hasn't had too much of the ball or many chances, every time he has attacked, he's looked like he could score.
Yeah, that first goal was one decent attack for him, and even the one with Lewandowski where he did miss, if that was going to be a decent opportunity to get back in the game, but unfortunately he hasn't. But Tom's absolutely running away with the possession here. Tom's a possession player, and this will be frustrating Ryan, especially not getting a touch of the ball a lot.
Yes, it will, but into the second half we go, and as you guys watching will know, with FIFA, anything can happen at any time. I've seen many screenshots of people sending me games where they've had 70% possession and 30 shots and lost 3-2 to a guy that's had 2 shots and maybe a cheeky own goal or something stupid. But Ryan here starts the second half very, very strong. Mkhitaryan tries to break through the defence, but Company is too strong. Menez picks up the loose ball, but Shaqiri intercepts, and that's another great tackle there. But Shaqiri picks up the ball again, and I don't know what happened there. It looked like he tripped on the ball and it just kind of bobbled underneath his foot, and Tom got away with that one.
I think it was just Ryan trying to do some skill moves, and unfortunately it just doesn't pay off when you're using that type of player. But Ryan maybe needs to start using the wing a lot more, because he isn't getting the ball to him, and Tom's doing nice plays, switching it from left to right with Aguero and Ibra as well, and he's solid in that midfield there. He's got a lot more composure about himself than Ryan actually has.
And he loses the ball there in midfield with Juan Mata and puts in a dirty slide tackle that fortunately for him didn't connect, but the ball's been given away to Richards, and he's through on with Juan Mata down the right hand side. Of course, left-footed, puts in a cross with his weaker right foot, maybe the reason why it didn't quite reach the head of Ibrahimovic there, but he tackles again with MATCHDAY here. He's got space on the left hand side for Menez. He's got players in the box. He crosses it across. There's the header. There's the goal. Capgun Tom with Sergio Aguero finds himself 3-1 up. And I tell you what, I said it in match day 1. I'll say it again now. For a little man, Aguero has incredible heading.
Oh yeah, incredible heading. His positioning is absolutely brilliant as well. When I've used him in a few teams, his normal card is in forms as well. He's absolutely crazy. I much prefer him to the likes of Van Persie in the BPL lineups.
Yeah, the only thing I like about Van Persie is he's got a deadly, deadly left foot, but he doesn't really seem to get involved too much in the gameplay. Tom being a bit too cocky there on his own edge of his own box, gives the ball away here to Ryan, who gives the ball straight back, but finds himself with Aubameyang. He's got 2 or 3 chances there. He just didn't pull the trigger, and Tom will be wiping the sweat off his brow there. He could have been 3-2 in no time, and he's going to break away here again. Torre plays the ball out wide to Juan Mata. He does a fake shot inside and plays it back to Torre, but the ball's just going to drift out of play, and Ryan will be relieved there that he's not 4-1 down.
Yeah, definitely. But Ryan, he needs to start just smacking that ball, because he's trying to make sure the ball's going to go in, but by the time he's thought about that, Tom's straight on him and pressured him enough to make him miss, because Ryan's had a few decent opportunities this half already, and he's not done anything with them.
Yeah, like I said, he does look dangerous every time he attacks, but this half he's kind of fizzled out as he's got into the box. But he's got another chance here, breaking down the right hand side, pushes Tom's player and the ball out of play for the throw in. Maybe he can get a quick break here, but he gives the ball straight away to Menez, and MATCHDAY here has the ball in midfield, plays Ibrahimovic through, and he's got a 2-on-2 here, but he plays the ball way too early. He could have taken a nice few touches there, maybe a skill move or two, and seen Ryan on the floor. But Ryan here has got a chance to come back into this. Lewandowski plays it into Mkhitaryan. He plays Aubameyang through with a beautiful chance. He lifts the ball over the goalkeeper and over the stadium by looks of things, but it didn't matter anyway because he was offside. I think that's a dubious decision there. I think what he actually tried to do there was play the chip through ball across to the man on the right hand side, where he would have been better off shooting, but it didn't make any difference. And maybe Ryan's rage quitting here.
That would be absolutely insane if we see our first rage quit, but something's definitely not working for Ryan, and he's just seen that now that he needs to change something up. I think Mkhitaryan might be going for Ryan, or maybe even Aubameyang. He might be blaming Aubameyang not finishing his chances, but who's he got to bring on at striker position on his team?
On his bench, he's got maybe Sam could be a good striker. He's got a lot of pace, but he's got Mandzukic as well on the bench. I find it quite strange that he's got, for me, Schweinsteiger is not the best CDM because of his pace. It is an issue. I would personally put Luis Gustavo there. Maybe if you want to play Schweinsteiger, Gustavo and Schweinsteiger, and put Gundogan at cam instead of Mkhitaryan. But the changes are actually coming from Tom, who's got a big bench with the likes of Di Natale, Lewandowski, Jadson with the 5-star skills, Totti, who's not got the most pace but has got good skills, and he brings on Totti and Di Natale for Aguero and Mata. What do you make of those changes?
I think Tom wants to have a little bit of fun now, because I know how much he adores his in-form Totti. But Di Natale, I haven't found him that good this year, but maybe Tom can do something to prove me wrong.
And here he comes on the attack. Richards down the right-hand side. He's got a bit of space here with Totti. He plays it inside to Di Natale. Tries a scoop turn around a defender, but it's defended really well from Ryan, who gives it straight back to him. And it's been given away time and time again in the midfield here. And maybe those of you guys watching, take note. Try not to play those passes too quick. Try and hold on to the ball and look for a solid pass that you're going to connect with, because the more you keep possession, the less likely you are to concede. And here is Tom with the chance to throw that ball into the box. He has got Ibrahimovic just outside the box there, marked by Dante. He goes for the short pass instead to Torre. Drills it from range, and that's a great save from the keeper, palming it out for a corner. Adler there with a fantastic save. Tom's going to whip in the corner here with Totti. It gets crossed in. There's a far post there, not really taken very well, but MATCHDAY here has the ball, tries a bit of an air shot there, falls to Menez, and now the break is on here. Aubameyang has the ball. He's got a little bit of chance to play the ball through, but instead he tried to lay it off. Probably the wrong choice there. And Menez is breaking free again down the left-hand side. A beautiful roulette around the defender. A ball roll into a Ronaldo chop. A pass into Ibrahimovic, where I would have gone on and shot myself there.
Yeah, if you're going to do a skilled one, you may as well continue and finish it. But Tom's playing different now. He's having a lot more fun, as you can see. He has noticed that the skill moves are working. Tom's also using one of the players who you didn't really rate at the start of the game, MATCHDAY. Tom's using him to his advantage quite a lot, using him as the playmaker and not taking him up the field a lot, which is working well for his attack and his defence.
And there he was with a cross with Totti as well, and it falls to Ryan just outside the edge of the box, and he's got a good chance to play a through ball through here, and Royce is through. Tom brings his keeper out, and his keeper punts it clear. It's going to drop kindly for Mkhitaryan, who goes for the first time pass. Could have controlled that and had a touch. Tom playing really nice football now. Ibrahimovic with a lovely I don't even know what that skill move's called, but he ends up losing the ball. I can't remember what's that skill move called. The drag back. I don't even know what that's called.
I'm not a FIFA skiller. I'm just a sweaty player. I don't know skill moves.
We'll take a rain check on that skill move for now. But another chance here for Ryan. He's got the through ball chipped on there. He's going to maybe get a bit lucky with the break, but doesn't. The ball comes back to him, and Tom seems to have gone defensive now as well. He's just looking to see this game out, maybe get a few chances if he can get a few skill runs. Nice little bit of play there from Totti, selling the defender, but Ryan gets back well and tackles. And as we lead into the last 10 minutes of the game, if Ryan pulls a goal back on his next attack, I think Tom will find himself struggling a bit. But by the way things are going, it's going to be a 3-1 win, maybe a 4-1 win for Tom here.
Yeah, and Tom's give away the perfect reply to his loss against Lucas as well. So it's nice to see him and Curtis picking up wins. I can't see Ryan doing absolutely anything in this game now. When Tom made the change, Ryan should have made the change as well, because something definitely was not working for him this game, and maybe he needs to sort that out for the next opponent.
Maybe he does. He's only going to finish with 1 point after the first 2 games. Not a good start for him. Tom doing some great work with Torre down the right hand side, and it goes to Ibrahimovic on the far post. He could have chested that down and had a shot. He went for the first time header, but it's going to come out here to Ryan in the last few minutes of the game. He's got a chance maybe to break here. He's looking for that chip through ball. Instead, he should be just bringing the ball forward like he does. He does thread Royce through. He is offside, however, and when Tom backs off you like that, or when anyone you play backs off you like that, Tom's expecting the through ball, Ryan's expecting the through ball. He needs to throw a curve ball in there and just bring the ball forward and have a shot instead.
Yeah, definitely, and with the players he's got who've got a decent strike outside the area, he needs to take advantage of that.
And here goes the ever pacey Totti down the right hand side with Tommy. Steps inside, a nice little fake shot to beat Dante there. He's got a chance to cross it, and that's exactly what he does, but it's defended very, very well now. And into the 90th minute we go. I didn't see how much injury time there was, but Di Natale picks the ball up, finds its way to Torre way out, who has a brilliant shot, and it's saved very well from the goalkeeper. Adler has had a great game, really. This could have been 5 or 6 with a different keeper in net. If he had maybe Joe Hart in net, would have been another few goals here, but Tom's got a corner to finish this game off. If he gets a 4th goal, it'd be great for his goal difference, but beyond anything to do with goal difference, he'll just be happy to have got 3 points on the board.
Yeah, he needed to do that because his reputation was dented when he lost to Lucas. But he shouldn't be, because Lucas is a very strong player, but he's definitely come out and give the perfect reply to Tom's fans.
He has indeed, and he's trying 40-yard shots there for fun, and Ryan's given the ball away there. He's got Di Natale here on the ball. He's gone for some step overs. Dante defends very well. It's found its way back to Di Natale. He's back-heeled it to Ibrahimovic. He's gone for a scoop turn, fouled there maybe. The referee decided not to give it. He went for a McGeady spin, and this is all Tom the last few minutes, and the ref's going to blow full time here as he plays it through, and that should be the game.
Yeah, it's like Tom thinks there's a $1,000 prize for goal of the tournament now, because the amount of skill moves he's going for are good, and obviously Tom has definitely won this. Felt he won this game a long time ago.
And there we go. Tom walks away with a 3-1 win. Aguero, Menez, and Ibrahimovic for him. Ryan scoring with Aubameyang. Tom gets himself 3 points on the board. Ryan still there with 1 point along with Fangbanger. We're going to take a look at the table now, though, guys, and see how everything has panned out after match day 2. So as we look at the table after match day 2, Biscuit Face Gaming finds himself still at the top of the table with 6 points, the only person with a perfect record so far. Beach finds himself rooted at the bottom with 2 losses from 2 games. Zweebs and Fangs taking a loss each after drawing with each other in match day 1, find themselves on 1 point. And then there's a very, very even mix from Lasty in 2nd all the way down to Tom in 7th. And for the guys that won today that lost in match day 1, they'll be delighted to get 3 points on the board.
Yeah, they've definitely mixed up the table. It's a lot more different than it was after day 1. The likes of Math has put himself in contention now, as well as Curtis and Tom. Way back, Fangs and Beach definitely need to start getting some points and goals as well, because they're struggling to get the goals they need to go on to get the wins. But Biscuit Face Gaming, very solid player. Lasty as well pulled it back against Finch. But Lucas, I'm expecting a lot more from Lucas. Sat in 4th, but technically he could definitely pick up the next couple of wins in his next games.
He could indeed, and it's just an interesting look at the table. Like, games could have been so much different today to see a few more people on 6 points and a few more people on 0 points. But the fact that it is still so even, there's just no clear favourite at this stage.
No, if you look at the top 4, you got Lucas, Finch, Lasty and Biscuit, and they were the fans between in the comment section last time. They were the ones which were the most rooted for. The likes of Tom, after his performance against Ryan, he's definitely got a chance of getting it. Depends how he performs in day 3. The same with most of the people who picked up wins today. Lucas picked up a loss as well. That was very surprising to Math. So he'll be looking for some blood next game.
And one thing to note for the next game, Lasty, who is currently 2nd and playing very, very well, has got Beach, who hasn't got any points yet. So Beach is in a kind of do-or-die situation right now.
Yeah, he's been given probably the worst opponents to start off a league with, because either of the games could go anywhere, but unfortunately he has lost 2 games out of 2. Not conceded many though, his goal difference isn't that high. Jesse's is still a lot worse. But yeah, that game would be very interesting. Both different styles of player as well, because we saw Finch and Lasty play today. They're very similar style players, aren't they? And obviously Lasty got away with his set pieces and pulled back to get some points. 1 point, sorry. He
did get probably a thoroughly deserved point in the end. But the big game for the next match day, match day 3, top of the table Biscuit Face Gaming plays fan favourite Lucas. How do you see that one going?
That one will be a very, very intense game. It'd be fun to see how both of them line up, whether they're going to stick with the teams, because Lucas did take a loss to Math. He may change up something to get that perfect team together, but Biscuit does concede goals, as we've seen against both Math and his opponent. I've forgotten who he played this day. But he does concede goals, but then he does score more than the opponent. But Lucas conceded more against Math than I expected him to be honest. I definitely thought Lucas was going to be a favourite for that game. So yeah, both of them have got a point to prove, and if Biscuit wants to go on and win this league, he's going to have to take more points off Lucas.
He is indeed. And match day 2 complete, guys. Let us know in the comment section below who you think's going to win, and just in general who your fan favourite is. Let us know who you think played the better game in match day 2 as well. I thought Tom had a phenomenal game. He played very good football, but there is still everything to play for. The prize for the winner, which is something that gets asked a lot in the comment sections because we haven't announced it yet, is as yet undecided. We're still trying to figure out what a suitable prize would be. These guys are putting in a lot of effort getting us the games, and of course the co-commentators, it's just been myself and Bates, and so far you know, I thank everyone that comes and helps for this show. So if you could show some love to the guys that are involved, everybody that has been involved will have their links in the description below, and leaving a like and a favorite on the video would be absolutely immense as well. But there is still a long way to go with 7 more match days left. Today though, guys, it is over. Biscuit Face Gaming walks away with a 2-point lead after just 2 games. He will be very happy. But for now, guys, we will see you next time. Peace.